I always like to read the comments that all of you share on this channel, just so I can get an idea of what the struggles are and some of the challenges that you are facing. And a very common reaction that I get is that the frustration that the divine feminine is feeling. And some of the comments that I read is that the divine masculine is not doing the inner work, and they either block their person or they don't respond to them. And I certainly can understand the feeling of this and the struggles on this journey, because being on an awakening path is not an easy path, but it is your path. It is your beautiful journey that you are going through. And what I want to say here in this video is your ability to hold space for your person. If you have been able to magnetize your person back in by your energy, however, they're not showing up the way that you wish to, you have to remember that's a huge accomplishment, that you've been able to have them come back. You want your person to show up. You've been doing the work. You've been really focusing on yourself. You've been understanding that the journey is about self-love. It's about choosing you. And then when your person comes back, they're either coming back in strong sexual energy, or they're just not coming back the way you had anticipated. And I don't always like to use the word being tested, but for a lack of a better word, you're being tested as to your own energy. So if they aren't showing up correctly, that doesn't necessarily mean that you should be blocking them, right? You want to hold space for your person. You want to understand and accept without judgment, without any preconceived ideas of what is going on. Now, your person may be in another relationship and they're contacting you, right? And that doesn't mean that you don't have to talk to them at all. Holding space means interacting and being neutral, where it doesn't matter what they're doing. You're neutral either way. You're not giving them advice. You're not guiding them somehow. You're just holding space for what they have to say. And all of that is going to be, of course, different for each divine feminine when your divine masculine comes back in. But I want to talk about holding space for your person, because your person is who? Your person is you. Yeah, it's your energy, right? Your divine masculine is your energy. They are the perfect reflection of you. So if they're not coming in quite the way that you want them to, then holding space, being neutral, and interacting to a point where it doesn't really affect your energy. That's really the key point here, is that you're holding space for your person. And often some of the comments are in victim mentality. I've done the work, they're not coming back in, they refuse to do the healing, right? It's not about your divine masculine doing the healing. They will automatically do the healing when you do the healing, when you step into your highest timeline, when you step into an energy of acceptance, of no preference, of no judgment. And I'm not saying that's easy to do, but everyone's journey is special. Everyone's journey is there to bring you back to enlightenment, to help you expand your consciousness. Because when we come to Earth and you're a baby, everything's beautiful. But then as you begin learning information, going to school, getting information from others, then we start to have different belief systems. And what happens is the ego gets in the way at times. The ego is not all bad. The ego is part of our mind, right? And it's there to protect us, and it's there to guide us. So I will never say that the ego is completely bad. No, the ego will keep you secure and can also keep you in fear, because then you're not able to take that jump to what your soul is calling you towards. So working with your ego is important when it comes to an awakening path. Understanding the ego, understanding that it's there, understanding when to tell your ego to be quiet and when to accept your ego. And all of this comes from your own energy. But holding space for your person is going to be important. And of course, everyone's journey has different variations to it. So this video obviously is a general video for holding space for your person. And how you do that is going to be individualized according to how things are working for you. But what I would say is, if you're still thinking about your person as they will never show up for you, they are with another relationship, they shouldn't be calling me, then that is what you'll get more of. So how you identify with your divine masculine is exactly how they're going to show up. And I know that's not easy to hear, but it's all a reflection of you. And you could say, well, that's not what I'm doing. I'm actually doing the work. I'm actually loving myself. So if that is the case, always know that the 3D will reflect that back to you. And sometimes the old story is still playing out, and you don't have to buy into the old story. So if they're not showing up the way you want them to, and you believe it's still the old story, that's okay. What we don't want to get into is beginning to judge your divine masculine, because then you're actually judging yourself. So accept them with love always, just like you would accept others with love. And that is one of the primary ideas here on the twin flame journey, is to come out of the darkness, come out of the trauma, and begin living your life in love, in forgiveness. Now, that doesn't mean other people are going to be walking all over you, or that your divine masculine can walk all over you. No, not at all. But they are a reflection of you. So when you're looking at them as the mirror, right? And the mirror will only reflect what you show it. So if they are not coming back in with a beautiful smile, right, then you have to first change yourself for that smile to happen, right? And that's not easy to hear, is it? Because that's not really what we've been taught. And an awakening path allows you to understand that it's energy. And my last video was more about energy. So I'm always going to talk about energy in all my videos, because that is what the twin flame journey is helping you master energy. And the more that you master your energy through the awareness of your thoughts and emotions, then you will understand how the universe works. The universe doesn't work by you being angry and in a lower energy and then being able to have a good outcome from that. When you're in a lower energy, you're only attracting in a lower energy. So when you upgrade and you have positive thoughts, the universe has no choice but to reflect that back to you. It's just the way the universal laws are and the way they work. And this is important when it comes to an awakening path. And that's what an awakening path is actually teaching you. But it's not really teaching you. You already know this. You already have those codes within you. So I'm here just to remind you of what you already have within you, because you have spiritual gifts. Everyone does. And you've been activated by your divine masculine. And that is so beautiful. And it's a blessing to have this awakening, even though some of you will say, no, it's not a blessing. I didn't want anything to do with this. But here you are on this awakening path. And going forward, it's about mastering your energy, holding space for your person. So if you need more help on this, on how to hold space, I can give you more tools on this, more individualized tools on this. But this is a big part of the journey, is really understanding yourself, working with your own energy, and then you will see that reflection back from your divine masculine, because often they will come back in a not so great attitude or disposition. But what you want to remember is you were able to magnetize them back in. So give yourself credit for doing that. Now it's about balancing that energy. And that is a process in really reminding yourself how to balance the energy. So keep focusing on you, keep doing that inner work, keep rising in vibration, keep awareness of your thoughts and emotion. And when you do this, you will see shifts from the 3D. Feel free to leave any comments below. If you need more help, I do have a website, inthehiddenkingdom.com. I'm sending you all so much love.